Hi guys, so today I'm just going to show you how to cut a bias tape again. Um, Basically it's a refresher and I just want to show you. So I'm going to use like a cut up um, piece of fabric, but there's still enough space for me to use as bias tape. So as you can see at this side over here is the selvage, meaning it's the end side of the fabric in the 60 width. So in the 60 width you have one side that's, the fabric is closed up, it's not unraveling, and then the other side is, the same as well. So it's the strongest part of the woven part of the fabric. And then, so you can like try and stretch it. It won't really budge, as you can see. But then if you go diagonal like this, it stretches. So as you can see, this one here is where the bias is. So this is what we need in our bias tape. So here, let me show you. I will take my ruler, and as much as possible I am going to go vertical. So I'm going to start up here actually. Not right up there, but here, so at least I have spacing. So I'm going to do an inch with bias tape. So as you can see, I'm just like drawing this out. I'll make a long one because I'll need it. So I'm just using colored pencil right now so you guys can see. Okay, so I went, if you can see it actually, can you see it? Okay, yeah, I think you can see it. So yeah, the color, it goes straight down that way. There you go. So next, I'm gonna, make the 1 inch width. So at least we have that done. And I'll continue down to the bottom. So as much as possible, really lay out your fabric so it's straight down, so you don't somehow skew it and the width is off. So you just want it to be really leveled properly. And then I'm going to cut this with my scissors. But sometimes when others do cut their bias tape, they use a cutting wheel. But then you'll also need a cutting mat, a rubber cutting mat under, so you don't ruin the table. So right now this is just a sample for you guys to watch. And yeah, so it's a refresher. At least you guys would remember this, and then you'll remember it forever. So follow the line all the time, okay? Don't go over the line or too inside the width, because you're going to take up too much of the bias that there won't be enough for you to sew. So you just have to really follow correctly. And don't pull your fabric, it just has to be really flat. Aside. So as you can see, it's an angle, right? So I'm just going to follow that inch width over there. So I'll get our tape. So if you're using other fabrics, you can also buy ready-made bias tape, but then if you don't have, and you have your fabric, you might as well make your own. So at least it matches with your fabric as well that you're going to sew it on. or if you're gonna use it as a contrast color, try to, yeah, cut your own fabric, cut your own bias tape, so at least they're within the same kind of fabric content. So if it's like satin and you're trying to cut a satin bias tape, then you have to use satin also. Okay. And then sometimes if you want to make more, yeah, you can just like cut again, like draw the ruler 1 inch again, and just cut on. So for me, I made an inch with bias tape, and it does stretch, so that's what we need. Okay? So that's how you cut a bias tape.